Once again, you have lightened my spirits. Your presence here is most welcome.
You're so small.
What difference does size make to a giant?
You're not afraid to go out there alone?
I won't be alone.
What's your advice for someone who's tempted to count themselves out, meaning that they're less than, that they're not qualified for something?
Dr. Taj, I'm going to tell you the best motivational speech that I heard from someone is telling me that I could not do it. I could not become it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm often reminded about the story of the little boy David versus Goliath, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my favorite stories. This is a little structure, a small structure, and I'm very short. I'm a short girl. So I don't know what your Goliath is, but Goliath was this big giant.
Mm-hmm.
Challenges. All of us, we're going to face challenges in life. And so I often look at David versus Goliath. See,
Mm-hmm.
they laugh at David, because people will tell you, well, that little book you just wrote, I mean, it's just a little book. That little t-shirt line, it's just little. That little ministry that you have, you only have 5 people, in your ministry,
Mm-hmm.
and everything is little when it comes to you.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to remind myself that people don't have the same eyesight, the same vision that I have. They don't have the same perspective that I have.
Mm-hmm.
God gave it to me for a
Mm-hmm.
reason. And so I have to run with what God gave me. And so in that motivational speech, when they said that I could not do it, and I'm looking and I'm reading about David versus Goliath. Now, David said, he said, I'm tending to my father's sheep. He was handling his father's business.
Mm-hmm.
And I often have to remind myself, and I remind my mentees, you're tending to something that's big to you. So when people tell you it's little, you can't do that, you have to turn it around. But this is big business.
Yes.
God gave that vision to me. This big business.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm standing on big business when I'm doing my heavenly Father's purpose for me being here in the earth. So I'm doing big business. I'm always doing big business when I'm doing my Father's business.